Howdy toddy everybody, this is Tommy over Colonel Reb Scale Models coming at you with my update on the egg plane group build hosted by Charlie Mack and Munchin Modeling Man 72, Dan. So as you can see, I got a pretty good bit of progress done. I'm not going to make the deadline, unfortunately, but I am going to finish. So that is going to happen. So what I've got is the bottom I've sprayed with a primer. That's the cheap Walmart gray primer. I didn't worry so much about the seams. You know, I did a little work on them, but basically it's just pretty much how we glued it together and pressed it together there. So, you know, it's not like it's going to be sitting on a show table or anything. And then that gray is pretty close to the call out in the instructions for a neutral gray. So what I did, I just taped off with Tamiya and then some thin, almost like a pinstriping tape. I put it along that bottom there, and then I filled in around like the wings, the division between the wing, the upper and lower part of the wing. I used just a Tamiya tape, so you can see that's not perfect, and I can go back and touch that up, but you know, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a lot of taping, you know. So I've just got to go and still do the detail painting on the rear wheel and do some painting on the inside of the canopy. There's a different color, like a lighter green. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it on the windscreen or not, and it also is supposed to be in those little coves right there, which are going to have little side windows that I'm at the moment working on putting the painted frames on. So about the worst part is there was some issue right there. That's just glued on. Pushing it down didn't squeeze out all of the space, so I don't know if it'll focus on that or not. But it's a gap there, and I just didn't feel like going and putting putty in there. So the top green is actually not the olive drab. It's a little bit brighter green than what is showing up on camera. But this is the Model Master dark green. The color call out calls for olive drab. And I also, as you can see, did the propeller, and then the nose cone is also the same color. And as you can see there, it's a little brighter. So got that done. I'll go back and detail paint the front intake. That I'm not touching it just because it's not. I want to let it cure. It's still kind of soft feeling. I got to do the exhaust, and then paint inside a different color with the canopy. That color that's actually in there is just what I had painted with the zinc oxide that Kenny from Moonwalker Models had said that he uses it a lot on his World War II planes to paint the inside of the canopies. That's the Tamiya tape that I used as far as the taping. And of course I've got to tackle those decals that seem to be giving everybody fits. So, you know, hopefully maybe I get lucky and my decals won't be as bad as some of the others. I did get the most of everything else. I'm still working on the canopy. I got this part taped. I got to work on that front. There's a front like a horseshoe, almost like a U-shaped part. Everything else is done. I'm just going to hit it real quick with the spray. These are the little side windows. They're so tiny. So I've got one painted on that one. And then the landing gear. It called for silver, but what I did, I painted it black, and then I don't know if it'll show up very well. I dry brushed it with actually some Citadel paint to make it kind of look a little more worn. I don't know if I'm going to weather this thing or not. Just depends on how I feel, I guess, when I get to that point. But it's been very fun. I've been very excited. You know, again, this is my favorite plane from World War II and as a kid growing up. So I was real excited to get it done. So I'm hoping to do another one of the same in the future and maybe do it more. An AVG Flying Tigers as opposed to the U.S. Army Flying Tigers. But it's a cool little kit. I mean, I really have enjoyed it. So hopefully I'll get it done soon. I got a lot going on this week. My daughter has first communion this coming Saturday, and the kids got other things in the afternoon, so it's been keeping me busy. And the wife's out of she's out of the country for a trip, and then she'll be going on another trip next week. So it's going to be rough. I just find in bitch time when I can. The weather's turned good, so I can run out to the garage, open it up, hit some of these parts with the spray, the rattle can, and get them back inside for them to gas out and stuff. So it's just been fun. I've been, again, practicing the taping and the masking the canopies and things like that. It's just, everything's a learning process and everything's a learning opportunity. And it's just trying to been watching as many of these videos of everybody finishing all the cool planes and stuff, and definitely going to do another one for the build next year. So thanks again to Charlie Mack and Daniel, Munchin Man 72, for hosting the egg build and doing hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty much they're agreed to do it again next year, so I hope we get just as much participation, if not more. So anyway, checking out, my next video will be a final reveal, hopefully, whenever that comes, not too far in the future, I hope not, but hopefully soon, and that'll be my next update. So as always, hotty toddy and God bless.